Yo, back with another That's Another Story podcast.
You see?
Yeah.
See what kind of shit happens and shit?
Yeah, magic happens.
Hey, yo, I'm already in this motherfucking bitch for no reason to knock and shit.
Stop.
But you know what? We got some guests up in the motherfucking hive.
Yeah, who are y'all?
This Mike Hynes, cool kid, for sure.
Okay.
Hey, man, that Mike Hayes got some amazing shit to say.
Yeah.
We got a real special guest in the motherfucking house today, y'all.
Yeah, man.
Shit. Times two. And you?
Oh yeah, Frank, part of Nike gang, you know, all the way up there.
Part of what?
Nike gang.
Nike gang.
Yeah, Nike gang.
Nike. Okay, explain that. What?
It's just, you know what I'm saying, it's a movement, you know what I'm saying, positive vibes, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that.
Every time you see an
Okay.
American flag, you kneel in front of it. Just kidding.
If you want to, you know what I'm saying,
Stop.
we don't judge, we don't judge.
Stupid.
Alright, that was up.
Sorry, man.
Well, welcome, y'all. Welcome through, you know what I'm saying? Coming through to That's Another Story podcast, you know what I'm saying? It's an honor to have you gentlemen today.
First time doing video as well. So, yo, Mike, tell us about what are you doing that people should know about?
Okay, first of all, I want to say thank you for inviting me to the podcast, especially being the first time that you guys do videos. Pretty cool. I really want to bask in that moment. But right now, I am running for the mayor of Fort Worth. I will be candidate this year, 2019. So everybody get out and vote. If you can, just trying to bring some changes to the city, bring the city back alive, bring some entertainment, as well as cutting back on some of the things that we do need to cut back on. We're making that a positive movement as well. I want to make this more about the people versus the city as well. I want to give back to those individuals on a larger scale versus the daily things that we do, such as giving back, you know, with clothes and food and, you know, people outside the stores when you give change. Those things do add up at the time, and that's something that's a receipt that we don't keep track of. So I felt like that if I was going to give back, you know, go back on a larger scale and not only give it back to a certain group of individuals, but to everyone. Breaking past that scale of just targeting one group and then going as far as bringing everyone together for a life that we all have dreamed for.
All right, that's what's up. You know, we kind of breached the topic a little bit before we got started, and that's why I said we got a very special guest, because, you know, he running for the mayor of Fort Worth. And
That's
me
cool.
personally, I made joke and mention about it a couple of years about running for Dallas, you know what I'm saying, mayor of Dallas. So I had, you know, did a little bit of research and I guess had some misconceptions for myself, you know, to become mayor that Mike has debunked for me. But, you know what I'm saying, for, you know, our listeners out here, you know what I'm saying, aspiring brothers to get into politics in their city across the map, in the country, you know what I'm saying, what do they got to do, Mike, to, you know what I'm saying, start making a move that direction?
First thing to do is just break past all the barriers that we think, you know, keep us from doing those things. And I want to say that on the simplest form that I can, such as the way that we look, you know, the way that we dress. You know, those things don't matter to where you apply to. I mean, being in politics, being a mayor, anything of city council, presidents and stuff like that, that's a job.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would people say to you? Oh, what's your experience? You know, what would you say to that?
Well, it's no different than going in a major company. If you apply for a company today, your boss probably doesn't have any experience.
You're right.
I've worked at $1 million corporations where I felt like I was on a high platform and someone higher than me comes and don't even know how to do the job. Never done the job one day of their life.
Dang.
That's the barriers I'm saying that individuals have to break past, because that's the things that's holding us back from being anything that we want to be.
So what is your business experience?
Leading $1 billion corporations to awards, standing out within them, sharing my knowledge, characteristics, informing other, individuals like myself to be leaders of tomorrow as well. I was also a vice president of project management for a university here in Texas.
Wow.
Which we won regionals as well for that. The group name was Enactus.
Okay.
People can look that up as well on that website. And anybody in college, I suggest checking out your campuses and seeing if that group is available for you as well, because that taught me a lot of my leadership and management skills, also entrepreneurship things and stuff. So those barriers just have to be broken past. It's just simple, man. Just getting up and trying. And it's no different than working at a regular job. I mean, I can think back from me working at companies and organizations and stuff like that. I didn't know anything about the job, and that's why when you get the job, they train you.
It's kind of like so people shouldn't believe that old myth of you need work experience before you get a work experience. You just
Correct. Because work experience is an everyday living. If you can wake up, go somewhere, and stuff like that, it's just that when you do apply for a position, unfortunately you have to be there in a timely fashion and within the time frame that they want you there. But everyday living is that work experience. So, for mayor, I don't think you need any work experience as a mayor, because mayor is things that you can bring to the table and that you can change, in an aspect. I wouldn't want to go in, with the same idea that someone else has, because it wouldn't differentiate me from anyone.
That's what's up, man.
Are you degreed, Mike?
Yes, I am. I have my business degree from Dallas Christian College. We also won a championship there as well. Shout out to them, alumni as well.
All right.
Yeah.
Big shout out. Accredited, accolades, many accolades, scholastically accredited.
Stop.
I'm not accredited, but accolades. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, all right. We got, what'd you say again? E-Trade.
He's talking to you, man.
Wait, whoa.
What was your name again?
Oh, yeah.
E-Trade.
E-Trade. You got to be trading stocks and bonds, but Frank, man, Nike game.
Frank Nike Game.
Yeah,
That's right.
yes,
That's
sir.
right.
Yes, sir.
All right. So tell us about you a little bit. Nike Game.
Good, yeah.
Yeah. I came out here, man. I started playing basketball. Nothing too much. I didn't finish college like my good friend. That's where we met. We met in college. You know what I'm saying? So I just started working. Nothing too fancy, but I'm thinking about trying to own my own business, buy some land.
Heck yeah, man.
Don't think about or trying it. You know what I mean? Get out there and make it, motherfucker. Did you just say something like that?
Yeah.
Making it happen and shit.
Making it
doing it.
Yeah. Making
Now
it
listen.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, cause man, I'm in the same motherfucking boat right now. I got a business. I actually have a business. You know what I'm saying? But it's shit.
Grind's,
I've been having it since 2013, man. Probably younger than that.
what's it called, man?
PMIP Productions.
Okay.
Actually, I got two businesses. The first business is called Big Deals. You know what I'm saying? BIGGDEALZ.
Spell it again.
BIGGDEALZ. Big Deals.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Two G's?
Yeah. Like big. You know what I'm saying? You get a big deal. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So, and then after that,
What type of store is that? Like, what's the deal?
well, you know what I'm saying? It's not actual store, but put it to you like this. You know that movie with Bernie Mac, Mr. 3000 and shit?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Rest in peace, Bernie. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Big shout out and rest in peace, Bernie Mac.
Yeah, we look.
Shit.
The
So
camp.
that store was in the movie.
Well, actually, no. In that movie, he had a whole shopping center and shit. You dig? You know what I'm saying? And in his shopping center, he had stores all throughout that motherfucker, all right?
He had a bar too.
And
he had an ice cream truck at the end of the movie. He was talking to that kid like, "Hey, little boy, you want some ice cream?"
well, boom, there you have it. So what
Yeah,
they
yeah.
did,
That might be Friday.
He got it twisted and shit. I lost all that shit, you know what I'm saying? But all I know is that Mr. 3000 and shit, he had a lot of motherfucking stores in one shopping center.
No, he had a bar, bro.
So in big deals, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna eventually be a store, right? Kind of like a thrift store. You know, like
I'm gonna buy something. It's gonna have $20 in my pocket.
And over there by North Dallas, by that new Walmart, it's a skill and training. I'm thinking,
Okay.
calm the fuck down. Yeah, damn. There's a thrift store there, you know what I'm saying? But they got like everything in there, you know what I'm saying? They got furniture, so pretty much Big Deal's gonna be like that. But eventually I wanna have it like Mr. 3000 had it, like a whole shopping center on that whole bitch. You know what I'm saying? Have electronics over here, wood furniture over here, clothes over here, appliances over here, you know what I'm saying? All the way around that bitch.
So individual stores and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
Saw a mall.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's what Big Deal started with, and then not just a shopping center. Or a shopping mall. Fuck it.
Shopping mall center.
Yeah. So then, you know what I'm saying? Then I got like a production company called PMIP Productions, which stands for Put Money in My Pocket Productions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And PMIP Productions, it started out as a hip hop label, but as I matured and as it matured, it became a label for all type of talent.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Don't matter what you want to do, you know what I'm saying? He got a home at
They're a
PMIP
co-sponsor of this
Productions
podcast. They're a co-sponsor of the podcast.
Okay.
Because he's the co-host. So
and
he's
shit.
the
And
co-host.
I'm my first talent on the label as a motivational speaker.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm motivated.
All right.
Alright, so tell us about your opponent, man.
I don't even know who my opponent is. I mean, I really don't care. I mean, every day that I wake up, I feel like I'm
She's
my
coming
own
in
opponent.
second, don't matter, right?
Yeah, I feel like I'm my own opponent. I mean, I've heard rumors about certain people, but I've been hearing that my whole life.
So aren't you afraid if they run like a dirty campaign on you? Like,
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, mudslinging and shit.
Yeah,
That's
I know.
What's your slogan?
That's what I'm
You know
talking
yet?
about. That's why I didn't run, because I didn't want motherfuckers
I
to
haven't
take
came up with a slogan yet. I still
bills
got
and
time.
shit.
The ending date for filing is going to be February 16th, I believe.
you got 2 more weeks, man.
February 16th?
Yeah.
It's 2 weeks?
16 days.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Hey,
I
yo,
can
man,
go
you got,
down
yo,
there.
man, we
Let
got
me step out and take this call. Oh, yeah, I can go down there at any time and talk to him. So I'm going to probably end up going tomorrow. I'll take that.
Alright. We go. The mayor, Mike's got to take a break.
Hey, man, he
Intermission.
got to take a business card, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's got to do shit the mayor do. You know?
politicking around this bitch and shit, you know what I'm saying? Mayor shit.
Yeah, he's got Mayoral shit to do.
Already.
So man, let me tell you about my boss, bro. This boss, he didn't show up for 3 straight days. He's like, hey man, can you just tell me what you did and everything? I'm like, bro, you're my assistant manager, man. Whatever, it's okay.
Okay, Cartman. You sound like Cartman and shit.
Oh man, I love Cartman.
Cartman's the shit.
Cartman is.
The only thing about Cartman, I love me some motherfucking Cartman, but he's a racist little motherfucker.
My favorite.
He's
Like,
a racist bastard, that Cartman.
yeah, he is, bro.
But he cool than a motherfucker too, though. You gotta love him.
Have you seen the episode where he forms a Christian band and he gives Token, the only black character, after Chef because he killed Chef off.
When they killed Chef.
Because when the actor quit because they made fun of his, I think they made fun of his religion, Scientology.
Why you gonna bring that shit up, man? You gonna talk about the only episode with Token and then talk about Chef getting murdered and shit.
Well,
What the fuck?
You asked me about him. Hey, yo, Alfredo, didn't you tell me about him?
Yeah, it just kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems a little coincidental and shit, which there are no coincidences.
No, man. No, what I'm trying to
It just
say
seems
is,
strange. I don't know.
shit, what was I gonna talk about, bro?
Especially when he's talking about Cartman being racist and shit. That's how we started this bitch.
Yeah, he's stupid.
He got, you know what I'm saying?
My dog likes you,
He
man.
got some.
I know. I don't know why.
She's real chill, man. Like, I got her for free at the shelter. You know, I highly recommend adopting older dogs at the shelter. People, our fellow subscribers.
Oh shit, goddamn, you know what I mean? I done kind of spaced out for a minute, you know, dead air like a bitch, forgot that we was podcasting and shit. Yeah, I think I said that kind of hooked the last time around, huh?
Stupid.
Oh, man. So, Frank.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. Chop it up with us, man. Throw something in the pot, man. Let's mix it up like gumbo. Yeah. Oh, so what you said you hail from again? Louisiana.
Yeah, since it's playoffs, so we gonna talk a little sports. He brought
Oh,
up gumbo.
shit.
He
Listen.
brought up gumbo, man.
Listen.
Talk
Hey,
about
I know I'm a dude or whatever and shit, but man, I can't tell you who actors are. I can barely keep up with the rappers and shit, you know what I mean? I don't really, sports, none of that shit, you know what I mean? I don't clog my head with a lot of that bullshit, no offense, you know what I'm saying? But, cause it's just like, I feel like it's used to detour everybody, distract from bigger issues, what's really going on out in this motherfucker. You dig?
Politics.
Hey,
yeah, that's true.
all I'm saying is like, forgive my ignorance in this topic, that's all.
Yeah.
Please continue, sir.
So talk about this. What's going on in the playoffs, man?
I'm gonna harp on that. You know what I'm saying, for a second. Yeah, you gotta pay attention to the bullshit on your own because they're not gonna tell you. So you know what I'm saying, you lost if you don't know. I'm saying the reason I put up with sports is because I get away from the bullshit because I play sports.
Yeah.
That's my connection with it. You see what I'm saying?
I'm
not your everyday Joe. You see what I'm saying? So I watch sports. You know what I'm saying? I remember going to Saints games. The connection with me is my dad took me to Saints games. That's like one of the few things we did do together.
You're a lucky motherfucker.
You know what I'm saying?
Still ain't been to a football game.
So that's why I'm a fan. You see what I'm saying?
It's a family thing.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But I understand what you're saying. And I get that completely.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? That's why I watch sports. I don't watch everything because I know it's bullshit. I really don't keep up with the news like every day. But don't get me wrong, I chime in just to see what the fuck going on.
Was major enough, like I see you like was just social media in a second. Social media and whatever the fuck. You understand what I'm saying?
Mediating.
So if it's big enough and shit, it's gonna pop across that day while you're doing your thing and shit.
Wherever
It's gonna hit you anyway, but go ahead, my bad.
No, you good. And you know what I'm saying, the way things are transitioning now, you know what I'm saying, everything is gonna be like tech based. Like everything. So you know what I'm saying? We already behind. We light years behind. So you see what I'm saying? You gotta the Matrix is, people really gotta watch that movie. It's like a lot of movies that was before its time. You need to really pay attention.
Shit,
especially
going deep around this bitch.
Yeah. Especially the scene, like when he says, the human body is just a battery.
Yeah. You know
everything's a distraction.
Going deep, y'all.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? You just gotta pay attention and you
gotta down the rabbit hole.
You gotta figure out what you gotta do for yourself. And you know what I'm saying? You gotta pay attention to everything because the reason the government is shut down is because Trump knows something is up.
Obama? No,
Trump knows something is up with his presidency. I'm not about to, you know what I'm saying? I'm not about to say fuck Trump and I'm about to do none of that shit. I'm just saying what
he got some
going
dirt
on. What's going on
in
you know
his
what I'm saying?
camp.
You know what I'm saying?
Which is about to be dug up.
Yeah.
And they stay using that he can't get this fence built, but I got some wind, like you saying, wind of some shenanigans going on in his camp. Yeah. And he don't want it to be dug up, so he, locking everything down and shit. You know what I mean? But what that's doing, man, is causing chaos within our country. You know what I mean? Like, it's, man, shit needs to run. You know what I mean? Military need to run. People need to get their checks.
Forrest Gump need to run. Okay, so what about sports, man?
Oh, nothing. I was just gonna talk about the missed call. You know what I'm saying? So he really don't watch sports, so that's kind of.
So explain the missed call.
Man, we trying to go back down the rabbit hole and shit.
Oh, shit.
Take it back light.
Yeah, that's how it always goes. But you know what I'm saying? But
oh man, you done me dirty, bro.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say this on politics. I'll say this and I'm gonna end it. I don't like any president. Not saying I don't like any president, but what I mean is they're all for show. And you know what I'm saying? The government, the government really
It's Wall Street.
don't care about the people. None of the people.
Nah.
That's all. So
We all
I
cattle
don't.
and shit.
Yeah, I don't hate anybody. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, oh, this party's better, that party's better. If it was, if we was really for each other, you know what I mean? Really for each other, we wouldn't have two parties. We'll just have one party and everything would be fine. Everybody would get along.
Yeah. I can dig that. You know what I'm saying?
Also, sports, man, Saints, man. You know, I feel like that was a messed up call.
So what about the call? I heard about this.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
Yeah, look, it's like this. My point on it is it's a missed call, but
I don't even know what the hell's going on. and
we
shit. I'm
we
lost.
we still should have won the game.
And who was the Saints playing against?
The Rams.
And this is
Super
this
Bowl.
last weekend.
Yeah, like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Damn, still stinging, huh?
Yeah, it's seen a lot of people. I see
2
it every
weeks
day. I see
related
it
and shit.
every day.
Damn.
So what was the
man, I
missed
wish
call?
we should-
Like they'd be like, well, should have been a touchdown or what?
Well, the quarterback threw to the wide receiver.
You know what? This is
defender,
what we should do right now. Somebody should pull up. You know what I'm saying? We should put it on the video right now since we're doing that.
But we
you know
don't
what
have
I'm
it
saying?
anything.
Yeah.
YouTube.
No, but we can't do it we do it later because we don't have the capabilities
You
yet.
can just take it, film it, be like,
Oh,
put it
you
over.
trying to do it that way?
Yeah, and just narrate what the hell he's talking about, what happened. You see here, right there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, since we videoing this shit.
Shit. Okay.
I mean, shit, we ain't gotta do this shit, man. I'm
So the
saying.
missed call, just describe it real quickly.
The missed call. Quarterback threw to the wide receiver. The cornerback didn't allow the wide receiver to get the ball. And the referee didn't throw a flag, and they saw it. Hey, welcome back. I don't know
Welcome
you're still
back,
here,
man.
man.
Hey, man.
Mayor.
He's got mayor shit. He got
Yeah,
mayor shit
yeah.
to do. He's
The
calling
mayor of Funk Town.
He had to call ISIS.
Funky
tell
Town.
ISIS to calm the fuck down.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. What I miss?
Nothing. We're talking about the missed
Politics.
call.
Politics and missed call.
Okay. All right, Abby, what's up?
Right? What's up, Abby? But no, people really are going out their way about this missed call, and I'm like, man, honestly, man, it's sports.
It's
Welcome. Everything's fixed.
Yeah, been for years and shit, man.
once
Years.
Talk about it.
Once you accept that it is fixed,
Okay.
then that's when you'll understand. I mean, you shouldn't miss
That's when you
those
should
type of
start
calls.
watching
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Well, no, that's when you should start betting on that shit.
Yeah.
That's what everybody else do.
Right. It
How
become
you
rich.
gonna bet on something that's when some bullshit come into the mix?
Because the bullshit already started before
You just
that
gotta know
happened.
which way the bullshit going.
Yeah, right. It already started before that happened.
That's why you gotta bet on it.
You gotta
See,
pay
we just,
attention. You
we
always
just
gotta pay
watching it
attention.
for personal feelings and because
Yeah.
somebody cooked.
You always gotta.
So we don't see it the way that it's being used for. That is a huge money making business.
Yeah.
Huge, man. From all the way down from the seating to
Everything.
concessions to employment to
Do you think that's why
Commercials
soccer
on
won't get big?
TV.
huh?
Do you think soccer will get big?
Soccer is big.
No,
That's
but
the biggest,
Yeah.
sport
NFL
in
or
the world,
NBA.
right?
In America, I'm talking about.
It's big in America.
Yeah.
I've
But
actually heard more people talk about a soccer game or be more excited about a soccer game than I have the NFL and NBA.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I've heard people talk about the NFL and NBA like we are right now, you know, in home settings. But I've been at work or in companies and stuff, and people are like, man, you see the soccer game? And they're excited, they're eating together. It looks like a holiday.
You know what I want to see though? And
it
it's a
looks
new
like
sport.
Big Bang Theory.
A new team sport. I want to see.
See,
I
I'm
want to
learning
see
all kind of
team.
new
I want to see
shit
team
right
UFC.
now.
Like
Shit,
each
you
city has their
understand?
own
As far as
fight
the
team,
sports thing go.
and each city fights each other's city.
Nah,
That's Hunger Games.
I'm
That's what you want to do?
Wait a minute.
No,
now. What's
not
going
kidding.
on?
I'm an
Not
athlete.
killing. I'm
for
talking
your
about
ass,
like
though.
fighting, like UFC style. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's killing each other, man.
Yeah, what's going on,
For
man?
food or what?
No, just like a sport.
Is this for fun?
Yeah, like
That sounds like
That's
slavery.
already what we doing up.
No, but you know how UFC is? It's a one-on-one. It's like city teams versus city team. Like so, Dallas has a UFC team.
They
Houston.
do that shit in
Yeah,
Russia.
we doing it in the hood right now.
And where?
Yeah, we
right.
don't stop six. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, right.
That's
You just better have your
stop
team
six
right.
in
Yeah.
Canada, right?
Canada.
Yeah. Well, stops. Oh, wait a minute. That is gonna work, right? I think I looked that up. You see, that's something where some historical shit happened out there, right? Stop six. That's in between Fort Worth and Dallas. Well, shit.
Yeah,
Enlighten me.
I don't really know what to say about that. You just gotta you gotta go there. I encourage you not to go.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, nowhere forward. I mean, it just really ain't safe. I mean, that's just the games that we play. But I'm just saying, that's what's going on when you go to a certain side of town. And being from a certain side of town.
murder word.
Like me being from the south side, for sure, if we go to a certain side of town, we gonna have to fight. You gotta have your team right. But the thing is, out there, you're not gonna travel too much unless you got your team. You see what I'm saying? Unless you going to the corner store or something like that, but you still gonna probably walk to the store 6, 7 deep.
Damn.
It can be right across the street. I mean, that's how it is. That's basically what you're saying. It's just a model of living, everyday living.
So your goal of your campaign is to to stop the violence.
I think I've already stopped the violence in Fort Worth. I've been paying attention to the crime and stuff, and it's been, things that's out of the hand of gang. I've been seeing people, just losing their life. Just really what I've been seeing is a trend of people losing their life on Sundays, which is pretty weird to me. I've been seeing that as a trend. I don't know if the media is portraying it that way and they're only releasing certain type of information, but
Oh yeah, for sure, miss.
a lot of people aren't basically losing their life to gang members. They're losing it to domestic violence and, stuff like that.
That's sad, man.
Crazy shit. Yeah, we
It is sad.
just did a story or episode on, lives lost. And yeah, man, I got a lot of people, a big list. I'm just, names of senseless violence, man, that just be happening out here. Makes no sense.
I mean, I would rather
Senseless.
I would rather it be senseless violence though. Instead of giving it a label such as like gangs and war and stuff like that, because that's the type of encouragement that we don't need. But death is gonna happen though. But if it's through, something of everyday living or, within a family and stuff like that, I'm okay with that because we're not labeling, a certain type of crime because there's so many different ways to die. It's just life.
Right. Man. Damn.
Well,
That was a good podcast, man.
It is. So, y'all tell me though,
What's up?
the PIMP, what's the song you made?
doubt it.
Doubt it.
Yeah.
Say it, doubt it.
Hey,
You know about my song?
You gonna sing it or?
Nah, I said you know about it.
No, I was asking if you was gonna sing. I just wanted to get down with the PIMP Productions. Maybe I come through and drop a song feature.
Oh, well, see, that's what I was saying, you know what I mean? He said he was thinking about starting a business. I said, I'm in a similar situation. I got a business, but I'm not doing nothing with it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you did say that.
So, shit, you want to kick into the car, you know what I'm saying, put a little money in my pocket, help the cars, help me get it, popping. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, get a lifetime membership and subscription to events, products,
What
you know
kind
what
of?
I'm saying, t-shirts,
Okay.
albums, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to, I want to throw a party and shit. I wanted to throw it last year, but
This is the party right here.
I'm thinking I want to get a logo, my logo together. I already got a logo, but I want to make it better. So I got the logo together now, you know what I'm saying? I want to get that shit trademarked instead of putting it out there, because motherfuckers been stealing my shit. As a
Well,
matter
you
of
done told
fact,
the whole
speaking of like
podcast,
Dowdy,
you know,
you said what?
You told the whole podcast the big deals out there. I'm afraid somebody gonna steal
I
it.
mean, something like I already said, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers already got that shit, you know what I'm saying? I just looked for Dowdy the other night. I got a song, a video called Dowdy. I looked for that the other night, and it was like 4 different motherfucking artists in the time that I made that video that got that fucking title on their name for their shit.
Damn.
I'm like, God damn. Hell yeah, it's a little bitch, man. You know what I'm saying? She got a T-shirt with a pocket, with put money in my pocket and shit. You know what I'm saying? On the T-shirt with a patch. My shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's not my shit though. My shit hotter and fresher than that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers out here stealing shit though. You dig? That's all I'm saying.
Wait a minute. So PIMP stand for put money in my pocket?
No, PMIMP.
You are correct.
PMIP.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
In my is spelled MIMY. That's how I spell it. So you know what I'm saying? When I put the paperwork in and shit in the city, that's how it's spelled downtown and shit.
Okay. That's cool, man. So
what's the logo of your campaign?
Nothing. Vote Mike Hynes. It'll be on social media everywhere. I'm a transform the original way of campaigning to social media.
So you're totally social media.
Total social media.
Okay, so you're gonna go on podcasts every day.
So you're not going in the public at all.
No.
You're going right to their home. You're going right to their home.
This is interesting.
I'm going right to
interesting.
their pocket, and I'm going right to their screen.
So how many, like, what do you do? Is your YouTube in, or your Facebook in, your Twitter in, or what?
Everything, and it's just like a normal campaign. Say, for instance, you'll have a campaign of individuals who will go out and post flyers or put signs in the yard. If those individuals have the time to physically go out and do things in my favor, then they have the time to simply press a button that means share, that you can share with 5,000 people.
Dang.
So I'm curious to see how that's gonna play out.
I mean,
Versus somebody that's out there in the trenches, you know what I'm saying, shaking hands, doing all that shit too.
We live in a digital age, though.
That's what I'm saying. I'm curious to see how it's gonna play out.
How many times have we seen someone do that?
Exactly.
How many times have the mayor came to your door and introduced himself?
I don't even know who the mayor is.
Exactly.
No, they be out there though and shit.
But if the mayor came across your screen on
you could go and meet
social
them. They
media,
like have certain places where they gonna be at. You come out there and shake their motherfucking hand.
but
motherfucker.
But how do you know who he's gonna be? Because
they tell you, you talk about the advertising, the media, whatever.
Yeah.
we live in a time where we have to search for who we want to vote for, search for those criteria.
So why should people, like, give me some policy, like, what are you talking about? You're gonna do more for housing, you do more for criminal justice, like, where you at?
Everything. I want to do something for everything.
So, like, criminal justice, give me an example what you want to do for criminal justice.
Criminal justice, I want to legalize marijuana in Fort Worth.
Okay.
So that way we can practice recreational drugging. And then also cut back on the crime in Fort Worth.
That's what's up.
If we encourage everybody to do it the right way, then we can cut back on the arrests, the traffic stops, people losing their lives over something that's already only a ticket.
Exactly.
Now they say that
that's a good idea.
Legalization of marijuana actually does increase crime. What do you have to say about that?
Crime is gonna happen, but we cannot prove that as a fact.
Oh no, it's a proven fact.
We cannot prove that marijuana was the what is the term I'm looking for? The probable cause of a situation.
Oh yeah.
We can't prove that. We
Like
can't
in
prove
Colorado, you know what I'm saying, when they legalize that shit, crime rate shit, whoop.
But that's not a proven fact. That's only a study. That can only be a study. You see what I'm saying? We can prove that people aren't being incarcerated because of the legalization of marijuana.
And that does way more damage being incarcerated.
We can prove that fact. We can see on paper that since we stop arresting people for these charges, this is how many it decreased to in this amount of time. Crime is going to still happen.
So you don't think the crime for all the, since
you can't put a
when
label
it
on crime.
became legal, all the crime in the city that went up since it became legal.
Bro, I don't know
that
what's that.
department,
But you can also say certain alcohols that was released causes if you choose to make that the highlight of your study. You could say the decrease of marriage was the leading cause of crime.
Correlation isn't causation.
You see what I'm saying? You can't put a label on crime because death is gonna happen. That's something that we all know. We don't know anything else for sure in life, but we know.
Say Frank.
We know death is gonna happen.
Excuse me, Mike, I'm gonna cut you off. All right. You degree, you been to college?
Been to college, but didn't get a degree.
Oh yeah, okay, I think so.
Yeah, I didn't.
Follow my book.
Yeah.
So these two right here, he's still going, you know what I mean? This dude in the real world with the degree and running for mayor of the city. Okay. So, you know, I just said that to say this, 'cause some of the stuff that he's saying, I don't want to be sounding redundant, but you know what I mean? He might just be a little more on another level as far as I am due to the education, you understand?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't want to be over here sounding ignorant or foolish. I would like to address that issue, you understand?
No, it's not ignorant. It's just I mean,
I'm just saying if I'm
that's
sounding.
what you
in the
said.
conversation.
What you said was an absolute fact because I've read, you know, in journals that was something that they considered could have been the increase in crime. But I also read in that same article that this is just, you know, a suggestion. You see what I'm saying? It can't be a proven fact, but that is also the truth, though. If we do, you know, but I would think that comes in for voters. That's what make it a campaign, because some people aren't gonna believe that's gonna stop the crime,
Okay.
and some are.
So what do you have to say about, you know, the legalization of marijuana causes, you know, the cost of living to shoot up? What do you say about that? And people that, you know, are already struggling in impoverished situations to then, you know, be tidal wave with, you know, a cost of living increase out of nowhere.
Well, what if I said that the legalization of marijuana would increase the employment rate?
The revenue.
Yeah, because more people will be encouraged to apply for jobs now that are hindered because of drug tests.
Huh? I hear what you're saying.
That was good. That was good. I'm enjoying this.
Yeah. I guess that all boils down to the individual.
But hey,
Hello?
What about
hold on, he's on the phone.
like if it was
You
like
good, man?
an elderly family or couple, you know what I'm saying, who couldn't really get out there and go to work, and all of a sudden, boom, rent and everything just, you know, mushrooms and shit.
Well, I mean, that don't have anything to do with marijuana. Because,
Oh yeah, because once you legalize all that shit, everything going up.
well, marijuana isn't an expensive, you know, formula, whatever it is. It's just, it's sold on street value for an increased price because we can't get it legalized. Once you get it legalized, it becomes access to those individuals who are hiding in the dark. Those individuals who recreationally use this drug that they feel does increase their performance, you know, on a day-to-day basis, their thinking, without a medical prescription. You see what I'm saying? So if we make that awareness, then maybe that couple who was down and out for that amount of years might be encouraged to get up and start doing things themselves, like working out for a longer living and bring excitement back to their life. I think if alcohol is legalized, we can legalize marijuana.
Heck yeah. But hey, yeah, we good. Hey, but we're gonna end it. I want to thank our guests, Mike Hynes, who's running for mayor of Fort Worth.
Vote.
Vote.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
when should they vote?
May
Them
4th is
polls.
the election. May 4th is the election. Make
May
sure you're a
4th.
registered voter. It takes
If
30
you're in
days.
that district, that county, you
You
hearing this podcast, you know what I mean? Get out there and vote. Was that Collin County?
Yeah.
May 4th, guys. You got anything to say, man?
Nah, God bless, man. We up and out of here, man.
All right, peace.
We out.